The South China Sea, a stretch of ocean rich in resources, crisscrossed by vital shipping lanes and fiercely contested. While many nations rally behind the Philippines in its territorial disputes with China, a surprising number stand with Beijing. Today, we reveal 10 countries backing China, not the Philippines, and the reasons behind their stance. Some do it for money, others for strategy, and some simply to avoid angering the Asian giant. By the end of this video, you might see the global map of alliances in a very different light. First, a quick refresher. At the heart of the dispute is the 9-dash line, China's sweeping claim over almost the entire South China Sea. This includes territories the Philippines says are rightfully theirs, such as the Scarborough Shoal and parts of the Spratly Islands. In 2016, an international tribunal under UNCLOS ruled in favor of the Philippines, declaring China's claims invalid. But Beijing flatly rejected the ruling. Since then, the sea has become a geopolitical chessboard with military patrols, Coast Guard standoffs, and intense diplomatic maneuvering. And while some nations have condemned China's actions, others have openly or quietly sided with it. Our first country, Cambodia. Cambodia has long been seen as China's most loyal partner in Southeast Asia. Beijing has poured billions into Cambodian infrastructure and development. In return, Phnom Penh has blocked ASEAN from issuing joint statements critical of China's actions in the South China Sea. To Cambodia's leadership, economic growth and Chinese investment outweigh any need to challenge Beijing's maritime claims. Next, Pakistan. Bound to China through the massive China-Pakistan economic corridor and deep defense ties, Pakistan has repeatedly voiced support for Beijing's stance. During the Scarborough Shoal standoff, Pakistani officials backed China's call for direct, bilateral negotiations, exactly the framework China prefers. For Pakistan, aligning with China is both strategic and economic, a partnership they call higher than the Himalayas. Number 3. Russia. Moscow and Beijing share a mutual interest in countering U.S. influence. Russia has avoided directly endorsing China's territorial claims, but has supported Beijing's position that disputes should be resolved without outside interference. This helps protect their own approach to international law, especially given Russia's own territorial disputes. Number 4. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization bloc. This includes nations like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan. While not directly involved in maritime disputes, they have voiced support for China's negotiation-first approach in international forums. Why? Economic dependence on China's Belt and Road Initiative and strong political ties. Fifth is Brunei. Though Brunei is itself a claimant in the South China Sea, it has taken a soft approach toward Beijing. Brunei avoids confrontation, preferring quiet diplomacy and trade cooperation with China. Some analysts say Brunei's oil wealth and small population allow it to sidestep the conflict, while keeping Chinese investment flowing. Sixth, Mozambique. Though far from Asia, Mozambique has often aligned with China diplomatically. During the arbitration process in 2016, Mozambique backed the idea that disputes should be handled directly between parties, a position favorable to Beijing. Seventh, South Korea. Officially neutral, Seoul emphasizes dialogue over legal rulings. Its stance avoids angering China, a critical trade partner, while keeping diplomatic channels open for dealing with North Korea. Number 8. India. While India supports freedom of navigation, it avoids directly criticizing China's claims in the South China Sea. This careful balancing act reflects India's desire to avoid further escalating tensions with its powerful neighbor, with whom it already has a tense land border dispute. Ninth, Malaysia. Malaysia is both a claimant and a trading partner of China. Kuala Lumpur has protested Chinese incursions, but often quietly. Economic interdependence and a sizable ethnic Chinese population shape a pragmatic, and at times cautious, foreign policy toward Beijing. Finally, Central Asian allies like Tajikistan and Turkmenistan. These nations rely heavily on Chinese loans, trade, and infrastructure. While their statements on the South China Sea are minimal, their votes and positions in international forums often align with Beijing. So why do these nations lean toward China? Three main reasons. First, economic leverage. China is the world's second largest economy, and its investment and trade deals are lifelines for many countries. Second, diplomatic strategy. Supporting Beijing can mean favorable treatment in other disputes or negotiations. Third, security considerations. Many governments prefer not to antagonize a rising superpower. This support shapes global politics. ASEAN unity is weakened. International pressure on Beijing is diluted. And smaller states like the Philippines find themselves seeking stronger alliances with the US, Japan, and Australia to balance China's influence. So, there you have it, 10 countries that back China and why. Some for money, some for politics, some for sheer survival. In the end, the South China Sea isn't just about reefs and rocks. It's about power, influence, and the future of Asia. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's biggest geopolitical battles. Because the story isn't over, and the waves are still rising. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates.